I'm blind, and this is how I wrote and illustrated my new book, Adoroscopes, a cosmically cute guide to the 12 signs of the Zodiac. I am so excited to introduce you to the fantastical world of the Adoroscopes. From Aries to Pisces, I have completely reimagined the star signs as adorable little creatures. So not only will the book be filled with wonder and whimsy, it's a fact-filled guide to each of the astrological signs. Plus, and this is my favorite part, it contains tips for spotting an Adoroscope in the wild. Adoroscopes is my third fully illustrated book, and it has taken me over a year to complete. This beautiful hardcover book will contain over 55 pages of illustrations, a 2,000-word story, and 12 original poems. I was born with an untreatable eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa, which causes low acuity, night blindness, visual snow, and extreme tunnel vision. But with the help of my tablet, I was able to create every illustration through my tiny pinhole of sight. Zooming in and out with the brightness turned all the way up, I was able to visualize each illustration in my mind's eye, despite never seeing a full picture. As a person with a disability, it was important to me that the Adoroscopes be inclusive, which is why they represent an array of cultural backgrounds and abilities, like Capricorn, who wears hearing aids, and Leo, who used as a white cane and a guide dog, just like me. And speaking of Leo's guide dog, I have designed a Kickstarter-only plushie that you'll get when you back the book. This adorable little Leo plushie was inspired by my guide dog, Mr. Maple. It's even embroidered with the little cowlick between his eyes. My eye disease is progressive, and it's not treatable. I often feel like I'm in a race against time as I work to bring my imagined world to the page. But I'm a dreamer, and I have big dreams, which is why I've dedicated this book to dreamers everywhere. I hope you'll back this project and help me share this dream with the world.
Okay, that was so much fun to watch. I am very excited, but for those that don't understand, what did we just watch?
What was that? Well, that was my Kickstarter video. Matthew, do you know what a Kickstarter is?
What is a Kickstarter?
You know what a Kickstarter
I
is.
can kickstart my day with a cup of coffee. But
Oh
what's
my
a
god, I
Kickstarter?
need my second cup right now. Yes, that is what a Kickstarter is for me. It's a cup of coffee. So, some of you do know what a Kickstarter is, others may not, but it's a crowdfunding opportunity for creatives like us to launch new projects. And it is essentially, in this case, sort of like a pre-order.
What am I pre-ordering?
My next book.
Okay.
You saw the book, didn't you? You saw the book? The book is called Adoroscopes.
Okay.
It is a guide to the 12 signs of the Zodiac as reimagined by me. You just saw all of that.
Capricorn here.
I'm a Virgo and Maple is a Taurus. And yeah, so obviously I wrote this book. I'm really excited to share this project with everybody. And that is our campaign video. So if you actually go to Kickstarter.com right now and look for Paul Castle. Is it just Paul Castle or Paul Castle Studio?
Let's put it right up here.
You know what?
Here's the link. It's a long link. It starts with Kickstarter.com, has a couple forward slashes.
Yeah. But we'll put it in the notes as well, or in the below.
In the below.
In the below. You'll find the link in the below. So if you go there, right now, the campaign is running. You can back the book and you'll get a signed book or whatever you choose. There's lots of different rewards. And that's one of the things about Kickstarter, Matthew.
Wait.
Is it
Why
offers
are you
rewards.
Why are you doing this to Kickstarter?
Well, because by pre-ordering the book through Kickstarter and getting the rewards and all that, it allows us to then publish the book and create a beautiful physical copy.
So you don't have a publisher?
Wow, I wasn't expecting this intense interview today. No, so
You're self-published.
I am self-published. This is my third self-published book. My first was The Penguins. The Secret Ingredient was number 2, and this Adoroscopes is my third self-published book.
So you need our help to publish this.
I do.
By pre-ordering,
I do.
I am adding to that collective.
Yes.
That will help you I'm essentially one of your publishers when I donate.
Yes.
I mean, when I pre-order.
Yes.
Okay.
You are pre-ordering, and there's even a level, by the way, if you really want to get behind this, where your name will be printed in the book.
My name?
Your name, if
book.
you want to do it.
I would
gonna
love to
back
have
it?
my name in the book.
Your name is gonna be in the book, Matthew.
Anyway? Okay, wow. Nepotism. Nepotism.
So there is an opportunity for that, but essentially a lot of people, creatives like me, are sort of doing it on our own with crowdfunding rather than going through publishers, because publishers, they get to control everything and they give you a tiny cut and they're out for their their own bottom line and all that. It's super fun that we now live in a social media age where creatives can just cut right to it and create their own products. And
So this is
I prefer it.
crowd-funded publishing.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want a copy of your book.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna go to Kickstarter right now.
Well,
pre-order.
Yes.
What do I get?
Okay, the coolest part. There are some special rewards, but there's a couple things that are going to be exclusively available through the Kickstarter campaign. So in theory,
You mean if I wait and buy the book when it's available in your shop later, I'll miss
you
out?
will miss out
No!
on a couple really
Say
cool
it's
things.
not true.
Matthew, you're a good actor. You're a good actor. I thought I was the child actor. No, you missed your calling.
Okay, what am I gonna miss out on?
All right, the first amazing thing that you're gonna miss out on was the sort of my vision, said the blind guy. The vision that I had for this campaign was I was so determined. And you, Matthew, tell everybody how determined I was about this. And you actually
Well, tell me what
doubted
it is first, and then I can tell them how determined.
I said, Matthew, I want to offer an exclusive plushie for this book.
Yes.
And I want to feature it in the campaign video.
He was so determined.
And I want this to be a Kickstarter only thing, and I want it to be based on Mr. Maple.
Yes.
Based on the little Leo character that I created for the book. Based
Yeah,
on,
you drew. So one of the illustrations in the book.
Yes.
Because you're the illustrator and
So-
the author.
You saw it in the video. Leo
Yeah.
is blind like me, even though I'm not a Leo. I'm very close to a Leo, but the reason I chose Leo to be the blind character in my book was simply because when I was illustrating that character, you and I and Maple went to Oregon for GDB Fun Day.
Guide Dogs for the Blind, fun day.
It's a big event where all these guide dog users and puppy raisers all come together and have this big fun day on the Oregon Guide Dogs for the Blind campus. And this year's theme was Safari. Not Safari, Safari.
Safari.
And so, as you might imagine, the most popular costume was to put the little dogs in lion's manes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's a super
All
easy.
these yellow labs and golden retrievers walking around in their lion's mane.
It was so cute, and we already had a lion's mane costume for Maple, so it's just such a perfect costume, I think.
So
for
because
a guide
Leo's
dog.
the lion,
Yeah.
you were like,
Oh.
he's gonna have a guide dog.
He's gonna have a guide dog and
In a
white
lion's
cane,
costume.
and he's gonna have his guide dog in the lion's costume.
Okay.
Because the characters, my Adoroscope characters, are these little woodland beings that are all in costume as their character. I can feel a Leo popping up. So I was determined to create this design, and you were like, Paul, there's not enough time. How are you gonna get this done in time?
So cute. Look at this little tail.
Yeah.
Just-
Matthew,
come on, focus.
Matthew, you're jumping ahead. Matthew was
erase
like,
that from your mind.
it was not gonna happen. So I said, I'm prioritizing this. So I created a turnaround, a sketch. We'll show that here. This is like a sketch that I had to whip up and send to a manufacturer. And then you kind of took care of the rest. All the communications with the prototype manufacturer.
Yeah.
And it was like 4 different back and forths.
Yeah, until we liked it.
Yeah.
And then,
Because it takes time. These things don't always are.
get sent
That's why Matthew
a
didn't
sample.
believe we could get it done in time, but we rushed it. No, we didn't rush it. We just prioritized it.
yeah. So we got this little sample. We actually have 2 of these little samples.
Finally,
that
they
arrived.
sent us the one that we love
And-
that we approved of.
I mean, it has the little built-in hood, but as you saw, it pulls down the little ears. You can play with the little ears. They can do all kinds of expressions. So cute.
Which I thought was really adorable because Maple's ears are. Any dog
So
owner knows
expressive.
that the ears are probably the most expressive part of a dog.
Yeah, he's doing it right now. He's doing the little
Are
expressive
you gonna join
ears.
us? He wants to jump up.
Oh, he does. Because
Oh.
he's been looking at his little friend
Yeah.
from over on his couch.
Oh,
his
Maple
ears go
wants one.
forward every time.
Maple wants one so bad.
Yeah.
So this little
Yeah.
Leo plush character. By the way, Matthew, can you pull it out again and
Oh, yeah.
hold it up to the camera? Because the last thing I said that absolutely had to be on this plush
Oh,
was.
look who's here. Thank you. Do you want to sniff your little plushie?
People can't see this right now. But
yes,
Mr.
I can.
Oh,
No,
no,
he
they
tried to
can't
get
see
it.
his face.
No.
I want to show Maple. Oh, he's got a bone.
He's going.
I want to show Maple's little cowlick between his eyes.
Oh, he's going for it. Maple, that's not for you.
Maple.
But you're so cute.
So
Yes,
Mr.
we
Maple
love you
has this
too.
little cowlick right between his
Yeah.
eyes, and
Right.
sometimes it
Oh,
makes
no,
him look
can't
like he's
quite do it.
wearing glasses. It looks like the rim of a pair of glasses, which is pretty cute considering he's a guide dog.
Yeah.
And his eyes are so important. So I said that the final step was we need that little embroidered cowlick between his eyes.
Right there. So
just as it will appear in the book as well. So they got it right. They got it really, really perfectly well. The size is so cute. I think everything about it is, I'm so excited about
it's
it.
a very cute size.
I'm actually
like-
a little sad that it's only going to be available through the Kickstarter because it's such a cute thing. But it is. I'm sticking to it. This is not ever going to be available again. It's over after this,
Wow.
okay? So if you want the little Leo,
I want it.
Mr. Maple plushie,
I want it.
then you have to go and back the book
I'm going now.
for the pre-order, okay?
I'm gone.
The second thing
No,
is
more?
the second exclusive thing is the exclusive Adoroscopes poster, and the thing that's super
I want
cool
the
about
poster.
it, it's a 9x12 poster that
Oh, okay.
Matthew designed.
Oh, yes. I want my poster I designed.
So Matthew actually designed the layout of it, the look of it, and the coolest thing that Matthew designed is the flip side. The reverse side has the Zodiac facts, and they're kind of built out to look like the nutritional facts, and they have all this information about each of them. So
Yeah.
you'll get the whole poster, and on the reverse side, you'll get all the Zodiac facts associated with each of the signs, and I thought you did a terrific job.
Okay, well, I want that too.
Okay, so if you want, those two are
And
the
if-
two exclusive things. Well, there's
And
actually
if
more.
I'm not part of the Kickstarter, I will miss out on both of those.
You will. There's another thing you might miss out
I'm
on.
going now.
There's another thing
no,
you might miss out on.
No, not
There are
more.
two other very exclusive things. They
Oh.
are top tier rewards here, you guys. But we are offering two really cool things. We're gonna do a
What?
big special dinner here in
A
Seattle.
dinner? I like dinner.
Matthew,
Do you like dinner?
Matthew, don't say that to him.
Oops.
It's too early. So tell us about the celebration.
Okay, so the celebration dinner will be here in Seattle.
Where's it gonna be?
TBD.
TBD. A great,
TBD.
probably one of our favorite restaurants.
It's gonna be, yes,
We-
but TBD. So you're gonna come out here
Yeah. If you
want to.
If you want to.
if you want to.
You're gonna come to Seattle.
Come to Seattle. Make a trip of it. But we'll have a dinner.
It's an
So-
Adoroscope celebration dinner.
You
So
can come out for the dinner. Have dinner with us. Dinner with Maple.
I even just had a brainwave. Everyone's gonna have a little place card that has their Adoroscope on it. So we'll need your birth dates, and
Oh,
everybody's gonna have
yes.
their cute little. And it's gonna be this
Okay.
fun celebration.
You have to come dressed up as your no.
I'm gonna be there. Maple's. Wait. Matthew's gonna be
Maple's
there.
down here.
And Mr. Maple is going to be
Maple's
there.
right
Oh,
there.
there he is. And
Yeah.
I will even pop his harness off, and everyone can say hello to him.
Okay.
So that's a thing. And
But
we're
if
gonna
that
have
isn't
a fabulous
enough-
dinner together.
If that isn't enough,
There's one more crazy
no.
crazy
What
reward.
could be crazier than dinner?
a whole day. A whole day with
day.
us. A
I
day.
mean, we're gonna show you around the city.
We're gonna give you a tour of our
The
city.
Grand Seattle tour.
It is. And
Like
we're
the
gonna take
Matthew and Paul specialized
and Mr. Maple.
tour.
Yeah, so this is kind of
We're
a
gonna go get gelato, dog lotto at his favorite shop.
absolutely. Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna go to
take
Hellenica and get
everybody
dog
there.
lotto. We're gonna go down to the market, probably the Seattle Center, a couple of our favorite places. We haven't planned out the day officially. It will depend on how many people are involved. Maybe only one person will be there. I don't know.
Maybe it'll be
Who knows? Maybe
don't
it'll be a
know.
one-on-one thing. But there will be a day to remember, an unforgettable day in Seattle. And then we'll end it with the
Wow.
celebration dinner where others will join us, etc.
Okay.
So that's another opportunity if you're so inclined.
Okay. Okay. What else can you tell us about this book? This
Okay.
book that I need.
It's a fully illustrated book. There are over 55 pages of illustrations in it.
Whoa.
There's a lot of
Over
work.
55.
I know everybody's seen probably
book.
by now you've seen the 12 astrological signs, but that's just 12 of the images. There are 55 pages of illustrations. I've created this world. And actually, Matthew, I want to give you credit right now with your
Yes.
help, because when we initially conceived of the Adoroscopes, I hadn't really fleshed out like where do they live? What is their world? I was just kind of creating the characters one at a time. And then you and I, through discussions, I think it was your brainwave. It was actually Matthew. So this is a true collaboration because you
I'll
said,
take
well,
it.
he said, well, where are they? Are they on a rock? Are they on an asteroid in outer space? Or do they live in mushrooms?
Toadstools.
In toadstools? Are they like little woodland creatures? And I was like, no. It's nothing like that. And I slept on it and I thought about it, and this image just popped into my head. It's actually what the cover of the book is now. And it was these toadstools, just as
Yes.
Matthew said, with these little windows and all of the Adoroscope faces peeping out of these
That's cute.
windows.
I mean, I like their size.
and so
It just shrinks them down.
It
They're
shrinks
these
them
cute
down.
Little characters.
So this was about, I would say, 6 or 7 months ago. We had this brainwave, and then that's when I started to actually write the written portion of the book to accompany all of this, as all the illustrations started to flesh out from there.
So my favorite part about the written portion
Yes.
is the fact that you talk about how someone like me could
Yes.
go into the forest or the jungle or wherever, and maybe I'd spot one and it has like tips on spotting them.
Right.
And even these little rhymes or poems
Yeah, so I did write a
that
poem
you can
for each character.
that if you recite one to the little Adoroscope, should he pop out from behind a leaf, you might lure it out and become its best friend.
Right. So these poems that I wrote are sort of like something that you could use out in the wild to help sort of lure and befriend one of these Adoroscopes. That's sort of the conceit. Woven into each chapter of the book is other information about these astrological signs. So if you're in the Capricorn chapter, you'll learn like what is the planet associated with Capricorn? What is the element, for example? What are the birth dates? And all the personality traits. But it's all told from the perspective of a field guide, sort of introducing you to an Adoroscope.
So say I found a beautiful sunny meadow.
Yes.
And I stood in the middle of it.
Yes.
And I recited one of these poems. I could say, lure out the corresponding little Adoroscope creatures.
Perhaps. It's
Well,
worth a try.
Can you read one to us?
I'm going to do
In
better.
downtown
So I've not shared this manuscript with anybody except for you. And I have not shared the written portion. There's a 2,000 word story, and then there is the 12 poems. I'm going to do better than just one.
One.
I'm going to read a few.
Oh,
Okay, a few of the poems here on the extended
How
episode. today.
few?
I'm going to read yours. You're
Okay.
a Capricorn.
Yes.
I'll read mine.
Yes.
I'll read Maple's.
Okay.
And we might do one more.
Okay.
Leo.
Sounds good.
I think it's gonna be Leo. All right. So I'll read 4 of the poems at least.
Okay.
But we're gonna save that for the extended. Okay.
Ah,
Yeah, I think we should
Okay.
save something for the extended, Matthew,
Well,
because this is not out there in the world yet.
That's
this is
true.
not
This
out
is a
there.
private
This isn't
manuscript.
even haven't been published yet and stamped and published. So like people could steal it if we just put it out there. All right, we'll do that on the extended episode. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, so I have to get my computer, which is under my chair.
Oh. Okay, if you want to hear Paul read 4 of the very cute poems from this book.
Plus, get a little bit more of the behind-the-scenes scoop.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Then-
we spilled some more details.
And go to patreon.com/Matthew and Paul. Or if you're on YouTube, you can actually tap right here.
Is Maple gonna get his own plane? He can't take the prototype.
No,
Because if he
we haven't
destroys
let
that,
him.
we don't have the shipment yet.
Yes,
but
when
he's
the
gonna
big boxes
when the big box
arrive, we're
arrives.
going to give him one.
How long do you think it'll last?
Like 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then we're going to
Just
have to
fluff.
take it from him because he's going to be ingesting all of it.